Hey guys, welcome to another Dead by Daylight video. It really saddens me that I have to pop together a video like this. Unfortunately, just for the sake of transparency, I believe that I have to. I believe that I was stream sniped by a Twitch partner. This video is essentially just the evidence surrounding that, as well as some stuff after the stream that happened. I'm basically proving that unedited does in fact work in lockers, contrary to his statements that it doesn't, and just a couple of other pieces that happened as well after the stream. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're starting this video a little bit earlier, and from his perspective, to show that he doesn't have any detection perks or anything he could have used to find me right off the bat. When he does get in range of where I am, I'll make sure to boost up the audio right up, so that you can hear that he didn't actually hear anything.
This one over here would. Place that there. Thought I heard someone. I was able to hear a little bit of crying.
Also notice how he looks just a little bit up to the
there.
right before he kind of puts on a surprised face and comes over to the locker. At the time, I knew he was streaming, so I went over to his stream and just said, hey look, it's kind of weird how you noticed that I was in a locker with unedited. And this is what he said.
Oh shit, that was weird how you found me with unedited in a locker. Keep in mind, unedited does not work in a locker.
At this point, I checked the wiki, which stated that if you have unedited in a locker, your screams are inaudible. I let him know this, and he proceeded to belittle me. I've also tested this as well after, which I'll show a video of later on, just to show that unedited does in fact work in lockers.
Oh, sweet. Yes, it does. Okay, I can already see where you're trying to go with this. Alright, go back to the VOD, listen. Listen to yourself before I opened it and tell me if, put it up full volume, and tell me if you ever heard like a little tiny Nia crying slightly, and then come back to me.
At this point, I'd already watched the VOD a couple of times just to make sure I wasn't making any mistakes. I also didn't straight up accuse him, I just asked him, hey, it was kind of weird, what happened there?
I did. Okay, and what's your point? What's your conclusion to this? Inaudible. You didn't listen to me. In a locker. In a locker, it doesn't work. Locker muffles your screams by 50%. When you're on the ground, unedited doesn't work. You're new to the game, I can understand. Unedited doesn't work when you're in the dying state and when you're in a locker.
Alright, let's put this to the test then. Let's go. Tell you what, even with that audio boosted by 600%, I sure as shit don't hear any muffled screams. How about you guys? Am I just deaf? I also want to point out that by normalizing the breath sounds of the killer and the background music, the sound coming from that locker is zero. Zero. And now, without me saying anything untoward or mean towards him, he calls me a troll and threatens to have me banned. What a nice guy.
Okay, anyways, this guy is just trolling me. Anyways, hey Shane, get ready to do the shooting soon. All you can do, please. Just soon, though. Don't have patience with people like that. North Pole Penguins, I've been playing this game for over 5,000 hours. And I just say that I'm very much used to hearing very distinct sounds in this game. I can pretty much hear a lot of the things that people don't hear as often. I would just take that.
Well, that's great to know that you're a god and you can apparently hear things that you can't hear, as demonstrated by the VOD and also by testing and by the devs and by the wiki. So as I said, I reached out to Debbie to try and get a response from this. It did actually take a few days for him to reply. And basically he just said the same thing, that it doesn't work. And I said, hey, look, I've actually tested this and I listened to the VOD, and from the wiki it says that it doesn't work. And he basically just said, hey, look, the wiki is wrong, and you know, how many hours do you have in the game, and I can hear things that other people, you know, would find difficult hearing. Can I please ask you how many hours you've got in the game again? Even though we've clearly demonstrated that you can't hear it. I've gone into a KYF match as he suggested, and guess what? Nothing. I haven't received a response from him after my last message.
I can hear the thing, Min. She's in the basement. Must be hacking there, right?
No, of course not. That's absolutely ridiculous. Of course you can hear the Fingmin because the actual sounds are there. I want to point out that at this stage I never ever called him a hacker. In fact, I think that that idea is utterly ridiculous. What is a lot more feasible, however, is that either he or somebody else who was watching my stream could have said locker or something via message, and he could have found me that way. Basically, after this whole thing happened, it kind of put him on edge quite a bit, and his subsequent games he started calling people hackers and cheating, where in actual fact there is a known bug where people get a bit of a speed buff. It's well known. Aaron Plays TV and a few other people have also published on Twitch this glitch happening, and unfortunately they actually got caught in a bit of his crosshairs with 100 or 200 people viewing. I really do feel sad for those people who were called out and actually came to my stream to talk with me about it. Here's a clip where he's basically implying that someone's a cheater rather than something that could be explained by a known bug plus being looped well.
There's something weird about this player. Dude, she's fast. She's fast. Something's off. She's fast. I don't know. There's something weird about her. I don't know, man. And I can't mind game her. I can't mind game her at all.
So firstly here, your mind games were pretty predictable. Second of all, it's okay for you to call out people on being a bit weird when it's not okay for others to call you out on something that's very, very weird.
I'm just paying attention to her. Dude, I've played this game so long. I can tell if something's off in a survivor's movement speed. That doesn't look natural. She does look speedy. She's... Dude, Lundorf. You know me when it comes to mind games. She's read my every single mind game, every single one of them, every single one of the mind games. I can't juke her.
So to use his words,
What's your conclusion to this?
my conclusion is I have no idea how you found me in that locker. Other than the I heard you explanation, you gave me no other feasible explanation as to how I was found. There is a possibility it was by chance, though I know that if this were the case, you would have simply said this. I also know that the stream VOD audio quality is not perfect. However, my testing shows Ironwill does in fact work 100% in lockers, and is confirmed by PHVR as being intended. At this stage, it is impossible to know exactly what happened on that frightful evening, hence why there is a question mark at the end of this video title. I seriously hope that I am wrong about this, as I know that you are an excellent and entertaining Dead by Daylight player, and absolutely do not need to resort to these tactics to win. If someone did, and maybe does in the future, message you with a location or something like that, this should be ignored as it would constitute metagaming. To cap things off, I really do not appreciate the belittling and patronizing that happened when I was simply asking a question, and in no way of accusing you of hacking or such like. I just wanted a simple explanation from you, but instead you decided to blow it all up by mad flexing to me and effectively stating that I am just bad. This is never the right way to settle an argument, especially for a public figure as yourself. Anyway, I do not wish this to be an inflammatory video. I hope that we can all at least learn something from it. Devi, I hope that you learn not to straight up patronize people for asking questions, and not state things as matter of fact, and attack people for supplying evidence to the contrary, when they are clearly not. And especially using your 5,000 plus hours to flex about how you know every single thing this game has, when clearly demonstrated by not knowing the speed glitch and the fact that Ironwill works in lockers would suggest the contrary. I personally hope for me to learn to phrase questions in a better way, and hopefully we'll never have to make a video like this again. Thanks so much to everyone who watched this video. I know it's a bit different to what I normally do, but I felt that I needed to put this out there for everyone to learn from, and to stick up for what they know, in spite of overwhelming pressure and odds. And until next time, guys, have a good one.
What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.